camera assist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it basketball. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating round here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I whipped the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, 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 I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, yeah, then I hit that. Okay, yeah, yeah, then I hit that. I ain't like it, okay, yeah, yeah, then I hit that. I've been ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my faith, cause these eyes ain't got nothing on them. I secure the safe for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing, ooh. Only winning is exception, ain't no truce. Ain't no dub, ain't no L on my crew, ooh. Only winning is exception on my crew, yeah. Ain't no dub, ain't no L. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, 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 I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, yeah, then I hit that.
Looks like it's going to be a pretty soggy night here at TIAA Bank Field. Rain showers, maybe an occasional clap of thunder supposed to continue throughout here in Jacksonville. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Set to kick off.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The play fake. Jones. And he locates Laviska Shenault, the rookie from Colorado. 19 yards right off the bat and a quick first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And this one caught by Cameron Brain. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 41. Throwing Jones. This ball complete to Rager. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. 10 more there and another first down.
I don't mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
On first down, Jones. And this will be incomplete. Jones. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now the first carry from Marlon Mack. About 3 yards there to the 27. Both of these two teams, the Jets and Dolphins, looking to improve their rushing attack in 2020. Last year, they were the bottom 2 teams in the league in terms of rushing yards. The Jets at 31, and the Dolphins dead last at number 32. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Off play action. Jones. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Will Disley, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good.
7, Dolphins nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Down run with Elliott, going to go for about 4. 2nd and 6 coming up.
The ball carrier.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
The tackle.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, they just watched the other team take the ball downfield and score, so they knew that this drive, this opening drive, was on them. And, boy, that was important to pick up that 1st down there and keep this one going.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Dolphin 1st down.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Rodgers now on 1st down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 11 more yards that go around. A 1st down as well. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Flushed out right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Lonnie Johnson picks it. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. Here's Jones on first down. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
Sacked. Brought down back at the 38-yard line. That's the end of the first quarter with the score Jaguars 7.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Operating from the gun, Jones on the slant. This is Chark, and he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First catch for the man who led the Jags in catches a year ago, and it's a Jacksonville first down. From the gun, Jones. That'll be caught. Rager with it. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Second down at 6 now from the 42. Operating from the gun, Jones. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. Here's a first down throw that's complete and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving. He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now the rookie second-rounder from Georgia, DeAndre Swift. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. From the gun, Jones. Able to complete this to Chenault. And the Jags are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Operating from the gun, Jones. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Not much there, only a yard.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Ray Swift, the ball carrier. The tackle made by Jesse Bates. A 2-yard pickup brings up
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. The quick slant caught, and he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone, and now it'll be 4th and goal. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Daniel Jones keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Jaguars had 6 to their lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Their own 18-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Rodgers looking deep for Julio. And that's caught inside the 30. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
To
Julio Jones. 82 yards. And the Dolphins strike quickly here for 6 points. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead. But a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Now Jones. That one complete. He finds Shark. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The Jags picking up the 1st down there, a gain of 12.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
From the gun, Jones. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. So they had a good drive going, a chance to build on this first half lead, but now you kind of feel like we got a new ball game.
And you wonder what the discussion will be now at halftime, because I think we were headed towards one. Now it's a different discussion altogether. One side optimistically, the other side wondering what could have been.
Set to kick off.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. Jones now throwing on first down, escaping the pressure right. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Thrown away and incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jones. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. A final shot before break. Jones. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies?
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Derwin James with a pick. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down.
6-yard line.
Check, check, lucky. Hawk 70.
From the gun, Jones stepping up. He's going to keep it. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, Jones. They'll find Swift out of the backfield.
Jones pass.
5 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a third down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. From the gun, Jones. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. DeAndre Swift, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
A gain of 22 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They'll set up the screen to Elliott. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. The plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. It's Rodgers looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Buying time to his left. That is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, Elliott a first down and more. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
And the Dolphin first down.
On play action, it's Rodgers. And that's incomplete.
Rodgers' pass thrown to the sideline and incomplete.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. To throw again, Rodgers. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 25 yards that time.
3-yard line.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
They'll try again with Elliott. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action, throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal.
I know this is your spot, partner, so forgive me for jumping in, but there's no decision right here. They have to go for it in this situation. They're down on the scoreboard. How many other opportunities are you going to get?
Yeah, I'm with you. 4th quarter, like you said, down on the scoreboard. And remember here, a field goal virtually does them no good. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. Flush to his right. And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. It's the former number 4 overall pick, Cleveland Ferrell, that got in there to bring him down. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They get the crucial turnover, just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory, and you got to be careful because if you give it right back, there goes your lead.
Have to be extremely happy with their defense. They received a gift. That takeaway, even though they're deep in their own territory, now they have the football. And you know there's always that alpha on defense, that grouchy guy. Forget what the coaches said. I'll guarantee you, he told the quarterback, we just took care of you. Now you take care of us.
Now Jones on 1st and 10. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
A gain there of 21 yards. The safeties were well back there, and he had a lot of room. Were they in the cover too?
Yeah, they were, and the safeties were back. You know, usually they're 12 to 15 yards off the line of scrimmage, somewhere around the hash mark for each of them. But what also happens if the linebackers dive into the line, if you block them initially, that blocker can come off of them and get up to the safeties on the second level, and now you've got a big place to run the football.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. On second down, Swift. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. So here we go, Charles, third down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And they, in fact, will throw it. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Jones. Open right side, complete to Rager. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
At the 16-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. He can run for it, and he will. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores, so, you know, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Jacksonville, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Cincinnati next week. Meanwhile, for Miami, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Seattle Seahawks. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.